Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and today I will continue reading Mr. Marty Loves the Party because chapter 3 because I said so. Last night my parents called me over to the kitchen table for a big meeting. My dad had a pen and one of those yellow legal pads with in front of him. We need to make an invitation list for your birthday party, AJ. Said my mom. Let's start with Grandma and Grandpa, and Aunt Lucy and Uncle Jerry. Of course, my dad said as he wrote their names on his yellow legal pad. I guess you have to invite your relatives to your party. I mean, if it wasn't for your grandparents, your parents wouldn't have been born. And if it wasn't for your parents, you couldn't have been born. And if you are not born, you don't even get a birthday party. That's why it's called a birthday. Which of the kids at school do you want to invite? Asked my mom. Ryan, Michael, and Neil are my best friends. I said, you can't just have boys at your birthday party, okay? My mom told me, why not? I asked, because I said so. Replied both of my parents. Only parents can get away with saying because I said so. I can't wait until I'm a parent so I can tell my kids because I said so and not give them any reason why. Okay, I said I will invite Alexia too. She's a girl and she's cool. Dad wrote Alexia to arrest and his yellow legal pad. What about Andrea Young? Asked my mom. Ugh, gross. I didn't want to invite Smarty Pants Little Miss Perfect, the human homework machine, to my birthday party. That's my heart. Know it all, Andrea would ruin all the fun. AJ, we have to invite Andrea, said my mom. Why? Because she invited you to her birthday party last year, Mom replied. So you have to invite her to yours. That's only fair. No, it's not, I shouted. If she invited me to her funeral, would, would that mean I would have to invite her to my funeral? We will not invite each other to their own funerals. My dad told me, see, that's exactly what I want me. I said, if Andrea's mother find out we had a birthday party and didn't invite Andrea, she would be very upset, my mom explained. She and I play tennis together every week. I didn't see that tennis had to do with my birthday party. That didn't make any sense. I looked at my dad with my best puppy dog face. If I could get him on my side, it would be possible for me to win the argument. Divide and conquer. That's the first rule, winning an argument with your parents. And always put on your best puppy dog face. IJ, we have to invite Andrea, said my dad. Oh well, so much for that idea. Dad wrote Andrea Young on his yellow legal pad. If we invite Andrea, said my mom, we have to invite Emily. What? Emily is Andrea's little crybaby friend, and she's equally annoying. Why do we have to invite Emily? I shouted. You don't play tennis with Emily's mother. Andrea and Emily are best friends, my mom explained. It wouldn't be right to invite Andrea to your party and not invite Emily. It would hurt Emily's feelings. So let's not invite either of them, I said. Dad wrote Emily on his yellow legal pad. Then he asked, what about Mr. Cooper? Oh yes, agreed my mom. Mr. Cooper has been so nice to you this year. But I don't want my teacher to be at my birthday party. He would spend the whole time telling us to stop talking and line up inside order. Why would Mr. Cooper want to come to a Star Wars party? I asked. At that point, my parents are just ignoring me. Mr. Klutz and Miss Ruby and Miss Hannah and Miss Small that wrote a bunch more names on the yellow legal pad. This party was going to be the worst thing to happen since National Poetry Month. I wanted to go run away to Antarctica and live with the penguins. May the force be with you. It felt like a million hundred days until my birthday finally arrived. It was a sunny day, so that meant we could have a party in our backyard instead of inside the house. Yay, outdoor birthday parties are way more fun than indoor birthday parties. That's the first rule of birthday parties. About 9 o'clock in the morning, a truck came and dropped off three porta potties in our backyard. It didn't occur to me that if you are going to have a bunch of people to your house, you are going to need more bathrooms. Well, I'm glad we hired Mr. Marty. Same and more. He thinks of everything. That's why he's the number one party planner in the area. I guess he's also the number two party planner in the area. My dad said, then he started cracking up, even though he didn't say anything funny. The water party, said Mr. John. On it, my parents told me that toilets used to be called John's. Nobody knows why. I'm just glad my name isn't John, because then it would be like I was a toilet. Soon the doorbell rang. My mom went to answer it, and you'll never believe who poked his head into the door at that moment. Nobody. Poking your head into a door could hurt. I thought we went over that in chapter 2. But you will never believe who poked his head into the doorway. It was Mr. Marty. He had the mini Marty sock puppet on his hand. Of course. Happy birthday, AJ, said Mini Marty. We are going to have a fabulous party. Are you folks excited? This is going to be amazing. Darth Vader will be here any minute. The pizza should be here at noon. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. He went on like that for a while. Mr. Marty gave my parents some papers to sign, then they gave him a credit card to pay for the party. While they were doing that, the doorbell rang again. I'll get it. And yeah, it's probably Brian, Michael, and me, but it wasn't my friends. You never believe who walked into the door at that moment. No worry, aren't you paying attention? We just discussed this a few sentences ago, but you never believe who walked into the doorway. It was Darth Vader. Yes, the real Darth Vader. Well, Darth Vader was just a character in the movies, so there's no real Darth Vader. But it was a guy in a real Darth Vader costume, and that's pretty cool. He was tall and scary looking, and he had his lightsaber with him. I wouldn't believe the famous Darth Vader was standing right in front of me, staring at me, staring me in the face. Happy birthday, Darth Vader said in a plain old regular guy's voice. Can I use your bathroom? Ha! And you thought there would be no tire jokes in this book? Wow, Darth Vader wanted to use our bathroom. I was speechless. It's kind of an emergency, he added. Oh, yeah, sure. I told him the bathroom is down the hall to the right. Thanks, he replied. I might be in there for a while. If you know what I mean. Darth Vader rushed down the hall to the bathroom and shut the door behind him. That was cool. In the Star Wars movies, Darth Vader never goes to the bathroom. In fact, nobody ever goes to the bathroom in the Star Wars movie. I guess they are just holding in. I didn't even know if they have bathrooms on spaceships. Was that your friend at the door, sweetie? Called my mom. No, it was Darth Vader. I, I told her. He's in the bathroom. He told me it was an emergency. I hope he's okay, said my dad. Don't worry, said Mr.Marty. I'm sure he'll be fine. After a few minutes, the doorbell rang again. It was my best friends Brian, Michael, and Neil. Happy birthday, dude, shouted Brian. Who will eat anything, even stuff that isn't food? Happy birthday, dude, shouted Michael, who never ties his shoes. Happy birthday, dude, shouted Neil, who would call a new kid even though he wears clothes. Each of them handed me a present. I wanted to tear off the wrapping paper right away, but my mom told me to put the presents in a corner and we would open them after the party was over. Mama in the summer! A few minutes later, the doorbell rang again. It was Andrea and Emily. Birthday to you, they sang. Happy birthday to you. Andrea and Emily had to sing the whole happy birthday song. They are so annoying. I told them they could go in the backyard. What is Andrea doing here? Asked me. I had to invite her. I explained my parents made me. Ooh, Ryan said. AJ invite Andrea to his birthday party. They must be in love. When you met married, I asked Michael if those guys were my best friends. I would hate them. Where's Darth Vader? Asked Michael. Yeah, I thought this was going to be a Star Wars party, said Ryan. He's in the bathroom, I told them. I better go check on him. You guys can go in the backyard. I went over to the bathroom door. Are you okay in there, Mr. Vader? I asked. I'm just a little blocked up, he replied. I know what that means. Darth Vader was constipated. Grown-ups think the word constipated is disgusting, so they say block up instead. Nobody knows why. You should use the force, I suggested. Very funny. Darth Vader replied, leave me alone. The doorbell rang again. There were a bunch of people outside. Alexia, Mr. Klutz, my grandparents, my aunt and uncle, Mr. Cooper, and some of the other teachers from school. All of them brought presents, and I'm glad I let my parents talk me into inviting so many people. The more people you invite to your party, the more presents you get. I let them all out to the backyard. Everyone stood around making chit chat. Chit chat is what you say when you don't have anything to talk about. I hate making chit chat. Andrea started chit chatting with my grandmother, and it took about 5 seconds for her to convince Grandma that she was the sweetest little girl in the world. The party was already morning. I went over to Mr. Marty, who was chit chatting with my dad. What are we going to do? I asked him. Darth Vader is supposed to be teaching us how to use lightsabers, but he's in the bathroom. Nobody was anything anything to do. They are just standing around making chit chat. I'm sure Darth will be out any minute, said Minnie Morty. He's a professional. Just relax, talk to your friends, and stop worrying so much. It's your birthday. Darth Vader should have more bran in his diet, said my mom, who thinks everybody should have more bran in their diet. No, he needs more fiber, said Mr. Klutz. Fiber keeps you regular. And fruit, added my dad. You have got to eat a lot of fruit so you won't get blocked up. The grown-ups spent the next 5 minutes arguing about the best way to prevent constipation. It was a chit-chat snooze. That's when the weirdest thing in the history of the world happened. I'm, but I'm not going to tell you what it was. Okay, I will tell you. But you have to read the next chapter. So, na na na, boo boo on you. And this is the second part of my video. If you want to continue hear me read this book, just subscribe to my channel. Click that bell button to catch up with my new videos about this series. Goodbye.